I need you to be able to add to me.
Add to you. All right, so Shayla, let's start there because you went there. How much money he got to make?
I want 666, Kendra.
I'm rich,
And what's
And
that?
I ain't
Break it
talking
down.
about the devil.
Wait, break it down. Say it again. You're not doing what?
I said I want him to be 666. I'm 5'9", so he needs to be at least 6 foot tall or better.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to make six figures or more,
Mm-hmm.
and he needs to have at least 6 inches or better.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so that you know when the next videos are posted. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We have got a woman here. I'm going to tell you, I really loved her energy. She came across, she had a lot of, to me, she had a lot of femininity. Many may disagree. And I just liked her whole vibe. Now, she was not very realistic, as all women, they want the 666 in this. She artfully says, and she did not mean the devil. So we are going to get into the video. As always, the entire video is pinned to the comments section at the end. Here we go.
Shayla Atlanta, 40, has
Yeah.
one daughter that's 13, is a tourist. Entrepreneur, has her own baking business with marijuana and treats. Let's
Yep.
get to it. What kind of man you looking for?
Somebody that ain't full of shit, Kendra.
Go!
I'm tired of these broke down, unmotivated, looking for a home. They homeless. I need somebody that's focused and that.
Shayla, you talking all that junk and your Wi-Fi ain't Wi-Fiing. Now your Wi-Fi is frozen. Now I know you don't want a homeless guy, but you gotta have Wi-Fi good. If you're gonna make all those demands, you talking about I want a homeless guy, I'm gonna need you to get a better
My Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
tripping. It's Xfinity, Kendra. It ain't.
Your Wi-Fi is not allowing you to be great. Child, I'm trying to work with you, Shayla. Let's see if you come back, honey. You was going in.
I'm by the router, Kendra. I done moved by the router now.
Okay, we need the light though, because we gotta see your face.
Okay, hold on.
So go by the router.
Okay.
Okay. So continue on. You don't want no man that don't got no home.
Don't got no home. They homeless. They looking for a place to live and stay with you. I need him to be focused. I need him to have something going for himself, goals, and have some money. Because my main thing is I like nice things. I take care of myself. I take care of my daughter. I pay all my bills. I can take care of me. I need you to be able to add to me.
Add to you. All right. So Shayla, let's start there because you went there. How much money he got to make?
I want 666, Kendra.
You and every single other woman out here, well, maybe 99.96% want the same man. She's still pretty attractive, but at 40, I don't think she can compete with the 23, 24, the newer models. And while she's so sweet, she seems a bit off.
And what's that?
I ain't talking about the devil.
Wait, break it down. Say it again. You're not doing what?
I said I want him to be 666. I'm 5'9", so he needs to be at least 6 foot tall or better.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to make six figures or more, and he needs to have at least 6 inches or better.
Okay. Have you ever dated a guy with all three?
Yes, definitely.
What happened?
I think that I'm a giver, and I give too much, and I may not be. You know how I just told you all the things that I want?
Now, wait a minute. Wasn't she just complaining about bums who were homeless and needing a place to stay? So she dated men with 6 figures, left them alone for bums? Wow.
I may not be as open when I initially meet a person, and like a fantasy type. If I like you or if I'm into you, then I don't require as much because, like I said, I take care of myself.
So I think I'm getting a sense of this. The 666 was not her physical cup of tea, and maybe couldn't knock the bottom out of it. But Pookie and Ray Ray were her physical cup of tea, bottoming it, so she tolerated less because physically it was what she wanted. Women choose men the way men choose women, and they wonder why they lose.
So I get stuck in a rut of they're used to me being so independent.
We just said you was a giver.
No, I'm a giver.
Oh, you're a giver.
What? How is that different? She said she was a giver, and then you asked her, and she said it again, but it's different.
We just said you was a giver.
No, I'm a giver.
I guess Kendra just said, whatever, let's move on.
Yeah.
So you want the guy to take care of you.
I do. I want somebody to add to me and to help me be a better me. I'm also in school to be an esthetician.
It's hard for me to go in on her. She's just as sweet as she wants to be, but the first day should have been learning to pronounce the word anesthetician.
Too.
So the men that you dated that had all three, the 666, you left them.
Yes, because they're not. How can I put it? I guess that you want to say they're at a place in their lives where they don't feel like they have to give as much.
I'm needing to do a lot of analysis because she's not being forthright. What I'm getting a sense of is when she was hotter and younger, she dated a wealthy man, or at least well off, and he wasn't her physical cup of tea. And she, being younger, was not mature and wanted to do a lot of things an established man who just wants arm candy is not going to be into. She's rebellious. She's all over the place. Even now, she's a baker and an esthetician. So she's kind of been flighty and loose her whole life. And it was more fun with Pookie and Ray Ray, but it gets you 40 and single with no real prospects.
So why would you say that's your requirement to receive again if your experience with that was the opposite of what you really desire?
Because I want something out of life, and I'm not gonna settle for something else.
I hate to say it, sweetie, but your window has slammed shut. Hey, you had this opportunity to build, I want to say 15, possibly 10 years ago, but you squandered that. Now, the fact that she's in school to be an esthetician tells me the bakery business is really going nowhere. She's looking to be saved, and Captain Save-A-Ho has put his cape away 10 years ago, if not longer.
I just think the people that I came into encounter with wasn't for me.
So what is the word settle? So what do you mean by settle?
Settling meaning changing what I want out of the man that I desire and trying to go a different route, like dating down or dating younger. I'm 40 years old. A lot of younger guys hit on me. So I've tried to date younger men and it didn't work out for me because they're not where I need them to be financially or mentally.
So if a guy comes to you and let's just say he doesn't have all three sixes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But can treat you nice and be there and be loyal, does he have an option because he doesn't have the 3 sixes?
Yes, definitely.
Her answer tells me that she would take that, but it's not coming her way. Unfortunately, the 40-year-old men plus, who typically that's how long it takes to get your stuff together, they want younger women.
I'm willing to work. I'm willing to not settle, but compromise.
I think the word settle, sometimes women don't use it right, because I think, like, if you're saying that you don't, if you choose a man that is not 6 feet, doesn't make 6 figures, and is not 6 inches, and if you consider that as settling, but the man you're with is a man that you can do life with, you can laugh with, you can build with, you're happy with, that's not settling. That's a blessing.
Wow. Bravo, Kendra. I bet the women in her comments are roasting her. In their minds, she's trying to get her to settle. She doesn't want her to be great, but man, she just laid down some knowledge.
To be honest.
Agree.
So I think that we gotta change up what settling means, because I think, and I've had this conversation a lot of times. Listen, it's your life. After this live, I may never talk to you again. Who knows? I may never see you again. So do you. Like, what you decide to do is what you decide to do. Only you have to deal with the repercussions. But I just think that sometimes when women stand on, I don't want to settle if I'm with a guy that makes less than 6 figures. And I say this is why I always ask the question if you dated that guy, because a lot comes with that guy. And I really think if a lot of women really dated that guy, it would not be high on the list.
Men are very simple, but there's one thing to us. Now, yes, we use the money to attract the best looking women that we can get. But deep inside, if we're with a woman and we know she only wants us for our material possessions, we do have a degree of resentment for her, a lack of respect for her, and she does catch some wrath.
Of requirements, because on one instance, y'all say y'all want this man that has 6. First of all, the man that got 6 inches,
he cheating.
At 40, she needs to remove the word cheating too, from her vocabulary. If the slight chance exists you get one of these 666 men, you don't get them all to yourself. Come on now.
Figures. Well, I mean, listen, there are some loyal men. I don't want to give the whole rap to every guy, because they get mad at me when I say that too. But the men that sometimes are loyal, they're with a woman that they build with. Like, I really like Gucci Man, because Gucci Man to me is like a reformed man, right?
I absolutely detest celebrity examples. They're not real people. Gucci Mane was already rich and famous, and he only got sentenced to 3 years. He did 2. Wasn't like he was going away forever. So Keisha Cole, Kaora, whatever she's calling herself now, waited. But that's not like a woman waiting for a regular guy to do his 2 years in prison.
And he talks a lot about his love for his wife, Keisha Kaora. But a lot of that love stems from when he was at his lowest, she was there for him, right? So men want to know, like, a lot of times when you go after men with money, they know you want them for their money. So they're going to treat you a certain way. It's different if they're there before the money or if you help them build the money. You get a different type of respect. So listen, I'm not trying to ruin nobody's dreams. If you want your 6-figure man, go ahead, girlfriend. Do what you do.
I've tried to build with people, but then once you build them up, they gone.
Ma'am, stop the cap. You have not built Pookie nor Ray Ray up. You want to keep pursuing the 6-figure man? Keep bumping your head against the wall.
I mean, listen, life has no guarantees in anything. And I think that's the other option too. The famous quote, well, they say, Kendra, I've had to cry in a Rolls Royce in a hospital.
Right.
Child, I don't got enough time to debate this all night. It is what it is, but we're going to stand by it. She wants her 3 6s. All right, let's continue with some more things. So, when was your last relationship?
About a year ago. About a year ago.
A year ago. You don't got to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with a guy?
About 3 weeks ago.
This guy, is he an option 3 weeks ago?
No.
Why not? Why is he not an option?
I really like him, and he's been around for a long time, but he one of them toxic situations.
Okay, he's a toxic situation.
Right.
So
Like
why
a
just sleep with him then?
situationship.
If
Huh?
he toxic, why you sleep with him?
Cause the sex is good. You know how that go. I mean, I'm just being honest, like Future say.
And we're going to leave it here. This was an interesting case study in how black women never grow up. She's dealing with a guy as a toxic situation, but because the sex is good, despite the fact that it's going nowhere, she's still in. And this is why she could never really get anyone to take her seriously. She's only interested in getting her back blown out, and that's her life. Get your back blown out. There was a woman Kendra had on that was 60. That was still her requirement. This will be her in 20 years. Until next time, that's it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so that you know when the next videos are posted.